What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Martin, and today I am taking a look at our BMW 750, but I've done something quite interesting, which is fitting a RACECHIP tuning box. Now, the 750i is already a very capable car, but we know that this new generation N63 engine, so that's the 530 horsepower 4.4 liter V8, let me show you guys, has a lot of potential. The outgoing N63 had like 460 and then it jumped to 530. That's a massive 70 horsepower jump. Quite unparalleled when you look at facelifts, that a car got 70 extra horsepower. That's pretty unique. Now we can get even more power with a plug-and-play tuning box, which I have installed. It's the RACECHIP GTS Black, which we also used on my M3 4GI and my BMW M3, so the third BMW, and it is a very good match. With this one it was really convenient because it only had 2 connectors instead of 4. So quite an easy install, and I hid it in this little compartment right there, and I can connect to it with my phone. Very entertaining stuff. So in stage 7, which is the highest setting, we now have 590 horsepower coming from 530, so that's 60 horsepower extra. But you drive this car mainly on torque, so stock we already have a very overwhelming 750 Newton meters, but with the RACECHIP GTS Black that number goes up to 870. That's quite remarkable. So the tuning is now deactivated. When I press this button right here, it's activated and I can choose between race, sport and eco. I'm just going to go for race mode, and then I can go to fine tune. So race is map 7, the most boost. Sport is a little less, and eco, yeah, even less. But you know, I always go for totally off or for race mode. But it is really convenient that even while driving you can configure the tuning and even turn it off. So that way you also really get to experience the power gains over and over, because when you get used to it you just switch back to stock for a day and you're like, oh yeah, that's different. So let's head over to the Autobahn and let's see what she will do. And we are going to start at like 80 kph and do our first run with RACECHIP on. Just let the gearbox do all the work. Here we go. Picks up really nicely, fast shift, oh, big V8 growl, and that's an 8.1. Oh yes, an 8.1. Wow, that really surprises me. Wow, I honestly I didn't expect it to be that fast. 8.1, that's fast. I'm pleased with that number. Okay, I'm not sure we're going to make this, but let's turn off tuning. So this is stock mode. Let's do one more test. Oh, I have to really... That's a 9-second flat. So that's the exact same result we got when we tested the car initially. That was also a 900. This is a 902. So it's really consistent, and you can really tell the difference, because the moment I got that kick down, I could feel the push in my back being less overwhelming, less impressive. And that's what 120 Newton meters will do with
the feeling of driving. I always think of Newton meters is what you feel and horsepower is what you see. That's, to me, the easiest way of explaining the difference. Okay, let's do an in-gear test. So I'm going to turn it on again. As you can see, this is really convenient. I'm going for manual mode for the gearbox. Okay, I'm going to test torque. So that's low down within 1 gear. We're doing 90 in 6 gear. Let's go. This is with the tuning on. 6 gear, 1 gear pull. Oh, that's just torque. That's a 12.3. So let's go back, turn it off again, and let's give that another try. So I'm really happy with this truck overtaking, so it will pull a gap for me. That's really convenient. Okay, we're still in 6th gear. A 12.3 to beat. It won't beat it, but we'll see what the difference actually is. So it's about a full second when it comes to true performance, which that really is a lot for just 60 horsepower. A full second. Really impressed with that. Okay, little trucky. There we go. 6th gear. Oh, definitely slower. I mean, it's like driving a different car. It really is. 12.3. This is a 14.4. That's 2 seconds. Wow. Honestly, guys, I'm so happy with this result. And you know, it's not like I installed all this and then just head over to the Autobahn. I installed the RACECHIP over a month ago, so I did extensive testing, a few thousand kilometers, and I didn't have any issues whatsoever. None. Honestly, I'm not saying that for RACECHIP. I'm saying that because that's just the result of my test. Yeah, let's see if we can do a launch control. I don't think we can without losing traction, but you know, we'll just try. Okay, yeah, okay, we're just going to turn it on. Sport mode, auto sport mode, and let's take the next exit. Oh, this car, guys, I honestly love it. It's just so ridiculous. And I love the fact that BMW decided not to put an M badge on it. Oh my god, this is really quick. The car is actually too quick for its brakes, because the brakes on this, they are just stupidly bad. I mean, a 750i is just as fast as a 760. I mean, we've done the tests, but they have different brakes. You get bigger brakes with the 760. Yeah, of course, it's also a lot heavier, so it needs that. But this car is really underpowered when it comes to brakes. So it might sound a bit stupid, but I really think that for the 750 owner, especially an owner that has removed the speed limiter, we need a set of M Performance brakes, right? Or just get the 760 brakes. That should also be possible, but probably quite expensive. We are in race mode, so let's just have a bit of fun. Wow, that kicked down. I had wheel spin on the front tire. Oh, that's because we're in comfort mode and the suspension is so soft in comfort mode that it just picks up the car with all that torque. That's hilarious. Okay, that's a bit too soft for me. Let's go to sport mode. Tighten down the car and just have a bit of fun. Oh, this is such a sweet engine, the N63 4.4 liter V8. So it's pretty similar to the M5 engine, but they use different turbos, smaller turbos, so you have more power low down, and it sounds just better. It has more of a classic V8 sound, more of a grumble, a growl, and that's what you want. And we didn't do any mods with the car, it just has an optional amp performance, amp sport exhaust. I don't know what's it called exactly, but the sound is just perfect. You don't have to do anything. In sport mode, the valve opens up and it's the perfect, like, sweet spot of what you want from a 7 Series and that sporty edge that you want because you're a BMW driver. I really like that approach. It's not as loud as an M850i, which is quite similar in a technical sense, but they just nailed it. They really did. Okay, so if we want to do launch control, we have to also activate Sport ESP. And we have to find a road where we can do 100. So that's right here. Let's take a left here because I think this piece of road will be in the sun, so it will be a bit drier. But let's just first do a launch in normal mode. Let's do it the other way around now. Let's give it a try. Good traction. That's 386 in stock mode. For a normal non-amp performance, non-amp 7 Series. 3.86 in far from perfect circumstances. This thing blows me away every single time. It's a bit of a sleeper even. I really like that. Okay, now let's turn on race mode. But let's use the exact same patch. So let's turn around. Okay, come on, 386 to beat. That feels quick. 3.5. Oh my god. And again, I felt it immediately. 3.5 in the gloomy conditions we are having currently. Wow. I mean, you have to factor in the conditions. Just look at how wet and slippery it is. We have P0s that are just horrible on this car. They lack traction and the car just does it all. And I also like the fact that you don't feel that it's just pushing extra power, the RACECHIP. It feels like a stock car. It handles the power, it handles the gear shifts. It just perfectly knows what to do with the extra power, even though it's not made to do it. It's just the RACECHIP software that's just been engineered to perfection with this car. It's just the case. It's wow, very, very, very impressive, guys. Okay, so that was it. Hope you enjoyed this RACECHIP 750i review, and I hope to see you at the next one. Bye, guys.